Hi, and welcome to another edition of Gusto's Daily Videos. Thank you for tuning in. I would like to give a special shout out to all of my fans and to name a couple in particular, Cameron Mitchell. Cam, thank you for sending me the link to your website. Totally loved that. Let's see, Liz McGowan, thank you so much for inquiring about your review packet. Great questions, by the way. Madeline Dennis, love the video you sent me, girl. That was pretty funny. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pick up where we left off last time. Oh, BTW just remembered, if you watched my last episode, Khalad totally loved that I complimented him on his buff looking jacket. Gotta check that out if you haven't yet. Okay, now let's go to business here. I'm gonna turn the camera and let's take a look at where we left off with our packet. Oh yeah, we had Audrey give us the place value for writing the decimal number in words. So we're at the next one, label the missing number. So I looked at this as a number line. So we have decimal point 15, decimal point 17, which is going to be 1500ths, 1700ths, and 1600ths goes right in between those two. Then we are looking at a table where we had to fill in the missing parts. We have fraction, decimal, and percents. So I went ahead and filled in some of these already to help us get started. For the first one, 3/8. Some of these fractions might look familiar too because we had to memorize them, way back in the middle of the school year. And we have 1/8 is equal to 125 thousandths. So I multiply that by 3 to get 3/8 is equal to 375 thousandths. And then if I want to make that a percent, all I'm going to do is very sneakily here move this decimal point over 2 places, and it's going to be 37.5%. And I'm seeing a minor error there that we're going to have to go back and fix. Okay, the next one, 88 hundredths as a decimal, sounds the same as a fraction, 88 over 100, which can also be simplified. As a percent, again, I'm just going to move this decimal point over 2 places to get my percent. For 35% as a decimal, 35 hundredths, and then I can write that as 35 over 100, which could also be simplified. 5 fits into both. Give me 7/20ths there. 1 1/4 is the same as 1 25 hundredths, which means I could write this as 1 25 hundredths. And then for my percent, I would have to think of it as moving this decimal place over 2 spots to get 125%. Yes, you can have a percent over 100. We've talked about this, guys and girls. It's like getting bonus points on your quiz. Next one, 625 tenths, hundredths, thousandths over 1,000 is actually reduced down to 5/8. And as a fraction to decimal to percent, if I move this decimal over, there it is as a percent. And the last one here that I goofed on, I needed to remember to change this percent over to a decimal. I'm going to move that over 2 times, like that. And there it is as my decimal. Okay. Yes. Thank you for pointing that out to me. Liz, you are on the ball with that. Thank you. Okay. Now, let's look at this next part. Find each quotient, show your strategy. This is where we talked about when we are dividing with fractions, we know the point behind it. We've done some modeling with this. We've talked about the reasoning behind it, but we also know a quick trick is keep, change, flip. So I can take the whole number, put it over 1. I can keep that fraction the same, change the sign to multiplication, and take 1/2 and flip it upside down, which gives me 24 over 1, which is just 24. I'm going to repeat the process here. And instead of 1/3, I'm going to have 3 over 1, which gives me 36 here. Keep 5, 6, and change that to multiplication. Flip this upside down. It's going to give me 15 over 6, which is improper. So then I need to see 6 fits into 15 twice. That's 12. I have 3 left over 6, which now equals 2.5. Okay, so there you have it for that page. And I will see you again next time. Thank you again to all of those that have tuned in. And if you have any suggestions that you would like to write in, go ahead and write into my email, and I will consider those suggestions. Things like background music, props, if you would like to suggest any hats or anything that you would like me to entertain you with, maybe juggling. Oh yeah, I can totally juggle. Anything you'd like to see, go ahead and write it in. And I will see you next time. Remember, I love you.